it's my turn. You feel my touch, I wanna touch, that's my emotion.
wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Realtor Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Realtor Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
1-2.
Realtor Credit Union information stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Realtor Group of Companies building at number 14 Carney Savannah, Maine.
5.
Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also stay connected with us via Facebook. Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com, and we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday.
So welcome back to Real Talk viewers as we start our program tonight. While the tension between Guyana and Venezuela appeared to have been eased following a meeting between the two leaders last week, there have been reports that the President Nicolas Maduro has called on Foreign Affairs Minister of the United Kingdom David Cameron to remain silent and not talk nonsense on the issues with Guyana over the Essequibo. Now, the region of about 160,000 square kilometers have been part of Guyana, but has also been claimed by Venezuela. Canada stated that it has been closely monitoring recent development following the consultative referendum on the Essequibo region that took place in Venezuela on December 3rd, 2023, and has been deeply concerned by growing tension in the territorial dispute between Venezuela and Guyana. Canada said, stands with the Guyanese people and government in calling for the applications of and respect for international laws and strongly support Guyana territorial integrity. You can't blame the Canadian Prime Minister, no, because I want to let you understand something. Remember, Maduro said he's going to take it over. He went against international laws at one point in time. Hence the reason why the Canadian Prime Minister came out and said that. All you have to understand what was taking place. Maduro had no other options. He was pressing forward. He didn't want to hear anything. Understand what took place. Even the Guyana president, he wasn't backing down with Maduro threats. He was head on until St. Vincent and the Grenadine Prime Minister, Nicolas, what's his name again? Ralph Gonzalez decided to have a meeting with him. And when CARICOM steps in, and it was settled until further notice. Maduro was pressing. Mohammed stood up. So at least viewers, for now, the matter is settled. They're still talking the peace talks, but international laws is international laws. No country can break it. They can't. Because their country is going to be standing by the right country. Not the wrong, but the right. So as we move forward, the highly controversial property tax takes effect January 1st, 2024, according to Finance Minister Colin Imbert, who announced adjustment to the regime, including the annual deadline, yesterday in Parliament. When Imbert delivered the 2024 budget in October 2023, he advised that the collections of property tax will be effective in the financial year 2024. Speaking on the Finance Bill 2023, he stated that the Clause 6 of the bill made adjustment that will waive the revenue for property tax for 2023 and previous years. Imbert said that tax will only be liable to the public from January 1st, as he made sure it was certain in the public, as he accused the opposition of linking to confusing people. Listen to this.
The government will therefore forego any revenue from property tax for the period up to December 31st, 2023. This is necessary to provide certainty, because although persons have not yet received their tax notices, their property tax notices for residential properties from the Board of Inland Revenue, but will receive them soon, we need to have certainty so that these notices will be applicable and will impose the tax from the 1st of January 2024. I am sure that this will ease the anxiety of many. Yes, the fact that the tax is going to be applicable from January 1st, 2024. Because I know members opposite will be telling them they have to pay for 2023, 2022, 2021, 2020, 2019. Madam Speaker, I know who I am dealing with. They like to spread movelang and rumor and confuse people. So certainty is being provided here. And I want people to understand that property tax will be applicable from January 1st, 2024.
Now, Trinidad and Tobago. He added that the Valuation Division had already dispatched 33,787 notices through TT Post, and it was expected that the notice would be delivered by early 2024. Imbert also said the period for the last date of the application had been adjusted from March 15th to September 30th every year. Listen to this.
The Valuation Division has already commenced printing and dispatching valuation notices in November of 2023. As at the middle of November 2023, the Valuation Division had issued 33,787 valuation notices through TT Post. We expect that all valuation notices for residential properties, which is in excess of 200,000 residential properties that have been valued, will be delivered early in 2024. On this basis, that property tax will now be implemented from January 1st, 2024. Clause 6B of the bill reduces the timelines for payment of property tax and the imposition of penalties and interest from 15th March in the following year to 30th of September in every year. And that is necessary to have consistency, because the date on which property tax is to be paid, the last possible date, is the 30th of September in any particular year.
So now, viewers, citing a lacuna in a previous version of the law, Imbert also noted that there was a mechanism where municipal corporation may notify the Board of Inland Revenue of non-payment. So if you ain't pay all your tax, the municipal division or the municipal corporation will inform the Board of Inland Revenue of non-payment. This mechanism was deemed a fallback measure in the event that a local government bill is not fully proclaimed. Listen to this.
In this regard, Clause 6A of the bill is intended to make provision for municipal corporations to collect the tax pending the proclamation of the Miscellaneous Provisions Local Government Reform Act 2022. This is a fallback measure. Once the local government reform package is fully proclaimed, there is no need for the Minister of Finance to authorize local government bodies to collect tax, because that will be the law. But in the event that for some reason the full package is not proclaimed, this bill gives the Minister of Finance now the authority to authorize local government bodies to collect residential property tax. So it's a fallback position, because we do intend to collect property tax in 2024.
So remember that, viewers, they intend to collect property tax, and if you are not paid your property tax, municipal corporation is going to inform the Board of Inland Revenue, who is then going to report to the Minister of Finance, I guess, and then they're going to come down on you. Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Saeed. Great program, great information to end this year. But firstly, let me congratulate you. Season greetings to you and your staff.
Same to you, my friend.
And best wishes to your program. Mr. Saeed, great program as usual. I urge the citizens of this country, do not pay any property tax. Because this is a violation of their constitutional rights. Any law that is passed in the land, it must affect every citizen.
Correct.
Every citizen. And you cannot have a portion of the citizens of this country who live in here are exempted from paying property tax, like Imbert and all those who own HDC homes, who the citizen, the taxpaying citizen of this country, money was used to build that home. Everybody had to pay that property tax. And I tell you, citizens again in this country, Mr. Said, you want them, you had attorneys want them, do not pay no property tax. Let them come and sell your property, because it's a violation of your constitutional rights. And I telling you, this matter must be taken to court. Saeed, I know you are lawyers already waiting, and our lawyers waiting to take this matter to court. And I hope the opposition do something good for this country, and take that matter to court, and don't let that law see the light of day in this country. Mr. Saeed, keep up the great work. All the best to you and your staff for the Christmas season. God bless you.
Same to you and family, my friends. So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break. But before we go for that commercial break, we have some persons of interest. Yes, we have some persons of interest. We have Marlon Andrews. This is Marlon Andrews. Marlon, your time has passed. All the company wants is what belongs to them, and that is this vehicle that you have here. This Tida PDJ 4663. Now, Marlon, you came, you signed up your documents, you made promises to pay, you never did. You never did. You never did. Now, I, Saeed, am not afraid to show your picture on television. This is my rights. This is my rights. When you want to duck and hide from me, you're not going to duck and hide from the public with a public embarrassment. I am not making no apology for nobody. None. None I am making. So I'll tell you something, Marlon. The more people get to know that you are inside, the more it's going to be harder for you. Understand what I'm saying? The more it will be harder for you. And I have none to lose by putting it up on TV, you know. I have everything to gain, but you have plenty to lose. Because tomorrow if you fall sick, think about who's going to come by you to help you. Remember that. And I'm also looking for Kenneth Ramlogan. Kenneth, you have all kind of people calling me. Listen. You didn't cut a deal with all kind of people, Kenneth. You didn't cut a deal with all kind of people. You didn't honor your agreement. You didn't. You see this van? Kenneth, let me tell you something. Just now, you continue letting all kind of people call me. Just now I go offer 10,000 for this vehicle. You continue. Simply the person that movie have calling me, I tell him here, I'm going to tell Kenneth, bring his vehicle and pack my property. Kenrick, Bring the vehicle and pack it up in my property after we go talk. Right now, I don't want to hear no talking. No talking at all, at all, at all. Let me tell you something. If you do like Raquel, take what I'm telling you. Take what I'm telling you. Nobody want to help Raquel now, you know. Nobody, you know. Do you think somebody want to help Narissa now? Narissa was a surprise to get, you know. But believe me, when she got a surprise, she might get a heart attack. I know I'm telling all you. When she gets a surprise, she might get a heart attack. Look, this other guy who I highlighted. I highlighted another guy on another program. The guy came and dropped in his vehicle. He don't like the public embarrassment. You understand? He don't. He realized here what's going on. I fault, it's my fault. Before John public know what's going on and I can't get help tomorrow when I fall sick, let me go and do the right thing. My record went and pick up the vehicle today. He did the correct thing. You understand? But Kenrick, don't go down that road. It's going to be more hard for you. You see how Raquel run and she tells herself, Saieed couldn't pick it up? I told Raquel on national television, Raquel, the day I light a light for you is the day I'm going to pick up a vehicle. So said, so done. So said, so done. The vehicle still parked up in the same spot. I don't care to sell it. It's not on top of my head. It's not on top of my head. I am a straightforward businessman. So Kenrick, if you know what's good for you, call me. Tell me what the vehicle is. I will send a record. I don't want to know what you have to get or what you don't have to get. That's not my business. My business is you borrow something, you borrow money from me, and you copy and you want to play you ducking and ducking. No, Kenrick. No, let me don't go down that road. I had nothing to lose, you know. I have nothing to lose, but I will tell you something, you have plenty. You have plenty, you have shame, you have family, you have children, you have neighbors, you have brothers, you have sisters, you have cousins. You have plenty to lose. Everybody knows a drinks man. Everybody knows a voodoo man. Everybody knows to stand up for the right thing. Don't let the wrong thing be the right thing. You go sorry. So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but when we come back, Imbert, 30,000 public servants getting Christmas back pay after this break.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Realtor Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Realtor Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Realtor Credit Union information stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Realtor Group of Companies building at number 14 Crony Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also stay connected with us via Facebook. Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com, and we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday.
So welcome back to Real Talk viewers. It's back pay for 30,000 citizens according to Colin Imbert. Minister of Finance, Colin Imbert, or Clong Imbert, have stated that in keeping with the government 2024 budget announcement, approximately 30,000 public servants will be getting back pay by Christmas. He said the government is giving support for back pay to be paid soonest to the TNT police service. In his budget statement in October 2023, Imbert stated that government said 37,000 public sector workers who accepted government 4% wage offer would get $1 billion in back pay by Christmas.
We have provided $1 billion in back pay for those 37,000 public sector workers who have accepted our offer of a 4% increase plus increase in some allowance. I am also giving today these 37,000 public sector workers an undertaking that all ministries and agencies involved will be provided with the necessary funds to pay this $1 billion in back pay by Christmas of 2023. And I am requesting all permanent secretaries and accounting officers, by way of this budget statement, to immediately start preparing the paperwork to achieve this Christmas deadline for this $1 billion in back pay payment. And they better do it too. They better do it.
So now Trinidad and Tobago, Imbert said the first division of police service has been merged with the Police Social and Welfare Association for bargaining purpose. Now it's bargaining time. Caller, good night.
Yes, good night, Saeed.
Go right ahead.
Yes, I want to address the property tax. So how are they going to do the assessment? Like the people living in Westmoreland and Glenwood Park, Goodwood Park and all of that, the multi-millionaires, are they going to be paying property tax, or are they going to pay off whomever and sit pretty while the poor person have to fork up? Somebody was saying today, they got a bill for $24,000, two pensioners.
I understand what you're saying.
How could that be fair? What is Kamala doing and the opposition? They should be marching, the people should be marching, we should be marching against this property tax in Trinidad and Tobago. What do you think?
Now I understand what you're saying. Now let's just hope that those people in those areas that you call how to say, treated fairly or have to pay tax just like us. Now Imbert said all and every residential property in Trinidad and Tobago will be paying tax. So let's rock back and hear what will be said, what have to be said, and what will be done come January 1st, 2024. Now, Imbert added that this has been a difficult exercise, but was fairly confident that the following association will be paid in accordance with the announcement. Tutor, comprising in excess of 17,000 teachers. Fire Service of Trinidad and Tobago, all divisions, comprising in excess of 4,000 workers. He said Amalgamated Workers Union, the Port of Spain City Corporation workers has already been paid this year. Imbert also noted that all division of Prison Officers Association, the Trinidad and Tobago Defense Force, all arms of the Defense Force, the Coast Guard, and the Army and the Air Guard were paid already prior to the presentation of the budget. Listen to this.
This has been quite a difficult exercise. An announcement was made, and I am fairly confident that the following associations will be paid in accordance with the announcement. Trinidad and Tobago Unified Teachers Association, comprising in excess of 17,000 teachers. Fire Service of Trinidad and Tobago, all divisions, comprising in excess of 4,000. Amalgamated Workers Union has already been paid this year. I want to repeat that. The Amalgamated Workers Union, the workers that work at the Port of Spain City Corporation, they have already received their back pay this year. The Trinidad and Tobago Fire Service, First Division, as I said, all divisions of the fire service, all divisions of the prison officers associations, the Trinidad and Tobago Defense Force, all arms of the Defense Force, the Coast Guard, the Army, and the Air Guard were paid already prior to receive their back pay this year. The Trinidad and Tobago Fire Service, First Division, as I said, all divisions of the fire service, all divisions of the prison officers associations, the Trinidad and Tobago Defense Force, all arms of the Defense Force, the Coast Guard, the Army, and the Air Guard were paid already prior to the presentation of the national budget.
So now Trinidad and Tobago, Imbert said the Commissioner of Police had reported to him that there were difficulties with the accuracy. Hussein then asked how many of the bargaining units will not be paid before Christmas. Imbert again reiterated that he was satisfied that there were about 34,000 persons and 30,000 would be paid in accordance with the announcement, as they are giving support to the police service for their back pay to be paid the soonest. Listen to him.
Madam Speaker, an announcement was made in the budget. I have just called out all the bargaining agents who have been working assiduously with their respective line ministries and the Ministry of Finance. We've had a whole of government approach to this. We have applied all of the resources of the government to deal with these issues. I am satisfied there are about 34,000 persons. I am satisfied that in the order of 30,000 will be paid in accordance with the announcement, and we are giving support to the police service, again, whole of government support for their back pay to be paid soonest.
He's proud, 34,000. I mean, we are happy. 30,000 people are happy in Trinidad and Tobago that they are getting back pay in 2023 in time for Christmas. But the thing is, I want you to understand that all they're supposed to collect this money already. All they're supposed to collect this money already. But government likes to play game. Who vex loss, you know? I tell you as it is. As it is, I am telling you. So we are going for a commercial break, but before we go for that, you know, I must highlight the persons of interest on Real Talk, because their business is my business. If they didn't come to my business, they wouldn't have their business functioning. You understand? So yes, Kenrick, tell you, watch I will do what I have to do, you know. Nah, not Marlon. Well, Marlon Andrews here. Well, we go run Marlon, it done day. Kenrick, what we gonna do? What we gonna do, Kenrick? Your partner in South call me. By the end of the day, you didn't have business with he. So don't put nobody to call me again. You came, you did business, you get where you had to get, you gone your way. You forget. You forget where you come and get your money, Kenrick. You forget. But I'm gonna tell you something. I ain't gonna forget you. And neither the people who you go to ask money for borrow again. First thing they will say, but ain't you pay Saieed? Ain't you pay Saieed? No, he didn't pay you in. So, oh, Kenrick, you are a smart man. So you want to take my money and you want me to end up like when you do Saieed? No. But the thing is, Kenrick, I can put you on television. They can't put you on television. When you pay me my money, or you bring your vehicle, I will just let the public know. Don't prolong too long, eh? Don't prolong too long, because you and your family ain't gonna like what Saieed doing. Because when I offer 10,000 on your head, believe me, you don't know when, how, and why people go end up by your house. Take what I'm telling you. Take what I'm telling you. You see, Raquel wanted to see how good I is. You see what happened now? Raquel don't have a vehicle. Same when you see Raquel vehicle, Raquel come and pay for it up to now, she ain't come. Well, don't talk for Narissa. Narissa and she whole family have a surprise ticket. Take what I'm telling you. They will say Saieed is a dog. But believe me, only I see the dog in me yet. Only I see the nastiness in me yet. You know who see it? You see the people who made that attempt to kidnap my son? Them saw the nastiness in me. Only I want a good soul to turn black. All you do with that. So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break. But when we come back from that break, Embert, $4,000 for a public servant who retired from 2014 to 2016. We're going to hear about this bacchanal after this break.
When life throws you a curveball and you need a clear path forward, trust Real Talk Wrecking Service to get you back on track. Whether you're stuck on the roadside or dealing with an unexpected breakdown, our 24/7 wrecking service is just one call away. Fast response, reliable towing, and a team that's got your back. At Real Talk Wrecking Service, we don't just tow, we rescue. Real Talk Wrecking Service, your lifeline on the road to recovery.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Real Talk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Real Talk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Real Talk Credit Union information stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Real Talk Group of Companies building at number 14 Crony Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also stay connected with us via Facebook. Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com, and we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday.
So welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. Just a reminder, viewers, remember, Real Talk is offering you 4% on fixed deposit. Remember that no other financial institution in Trinidad and Tobago is giving you that. Also, you can be a member of the Real Talk Credit Union information, open an account, shares. Remember, a savings is planning for the future. Always remember that. That is an advice from an accountant and a businessman. A successful businessman. A savings is planning for the future. Remember that. So as we start back tonight, viewers, Finance Minister Colin Imbut have stated that 1,700 public sector workers who retired in 2014 to 2016 from jobs presented by the trade union, which accepted the 4% wage hike offer by the Chief Personnel Officer, will be paid a 4,000 lump sum tax-free. These persons include teachers, fire, prison, and police, amalgamated workers at the Port of Spain City Corporation, and the Defense Force Pay Review Committee. The payment of $4,000 will be for persons who retired from 2014 to 2016. Remember that, viewers. 2014 to 2016, you're going to collect $4,000 from the government tax-free. The minister said the payment would benefit about 1,600 monthly paid workers, plus 100 other workers, variously paid hourly, daily, and weekly. Listen to this.
Moving on to clause 3, this is to fulfill a promise made with respect to the waiver of income tax on the $4,000 lump sum payment for retirees. It is a relatively straightforward clause and is intended to exempt income tax attendant on the one-time lump sum payment of $4,000 to persons who retired compulsorily, voluntarily, with permission, or on the grounds of ill health from 2014 to 2016. And this goes back to a matter that was raised today. The genesis of the $4,000 lump sum payment is as a result of negotiations and recent agreements reached between the Chief Personnel Officer and the following: the tutor, the Fire Services, 1st and 2nd Division, Prison Service, 1st and 2nd Division, Police Service, 1st and 2nd Division, Amalgamated Workers at the Port of Spain Corporation, and the Defense Force Pay Review Committee. This special payment of $4,000 will benefit approximately 1,600 monthly paid officers and 100 hourly, daily, and weekly rated workers who retired between January the 1st, 2014 and September the 30th, 2016.
Now, viewers, Imwood added that in the government offer of 4%, the period will be some persons who are retired within that period would not benefit from the full 4%. He said, the bargaining agent accepted that those persons who retired within that period would get a lump sum of $4,000.
In the government's offer of 4% over the period, it was 002,002. And there would be some persons who would retire within that period who would not benefit from the full 4%. What the government decided to do, and the bargaining agents accepted, that those persons who retire within that period who did not receive the full benefit of the 4% would get a lump sum payment of $4,000. And we went further, and we are going further, to exempt that $4,000 lump sum payment to retirees from income tax.
Imwood also announced corporation tax break for business. He said ordinary companies which pay 30% in corporation tax will be exempted from paying business levy on their export sales. And that is to encourage manufacturers to export. Listen to Imwood.
Clause 4A, exemption from business levy. This exempts manufacturing companies whose gross receipts fall within the 30% tax bracket, in other words, ordinary companies, because banks and so on are charged at a higher rate of 35%, oil companies at 55%. So it's companies, ordinary companies, let's call them, who fall within the 30% tax bracket. It exempts them from business levy charges in respect of export sales only. So we're exempting local manufacturers who export, we're exempting the income earned from export sales from business levy. And that's to encourage manufacturers to export.
Now, viewers, House Speaker Bridget Anderson George will rule at the next lower house sitting on Princestown MP Barry Bazara's request to have Public Utility Minister Marvin Gonzalez, the Minister of Lupino Bonaire West, referred to Parliament Privilege Committee regarding alleged remarks Gonzalez made on its TSTT cyber breach. Remember that? Padarat made a request in Parliament as he stated that in November, opposition MP Rudy Ndaro Singh asked Gonzalez if any of the TSTT data was compromised in the attack. The minister noted that Gonzalez said that based on a safety protocol that they were triggered when the incursion was detected. TSCT data and the data of its customer were not in any way compromised. That is what Marvin Gonzalez said. However, less than a week later, Gonzalez was quoted in a November 6th article stating that there was an fact, some compromise on customer data. So, 1 minute, it's don't worry, you all safe. A week after, oh, all that name, all that info on the dark web. Listen to this.
On a supplemental question by the Member of Parliament for Couva South, the Minister of Public Utilities was asked, and I quote, "Could you inform this House, based on the recent cyber attack, if any of TSCT's data and so on was compromised?" End of quote. The Minister responded, and I quote, "I can advise the Honourable Member that based on the safety protocols that were triggered when the incursion was detected, that TSCT's data and the data of its customers were not in any way compromised." Close quotation. However, less than a week later, Minister Gonzalez is quoted in a November 6, 2023 Express newspaper article by Ricky Ramdas stating, open quotations, that there was in fact some compromise on customer data, close quotations.
Parara claimed that the Minister of Public Utilities misled the House, as he ought to have better known that the statement he made was deliberately untrue. He quoted David McGree, Parliament practice in New Zealand, adding, "As such, I submit that the Honourable Member has committed a breach of privilege of the House." Listen to this.
The utterances by the Minister of Public Utilities clearly show that he misled the House. The member knew or ought to have known that the statements he made were deliberately untrue, false, inaccurate, and misleading to the House. According to David McGee's Parliamentary Practice in New Zealand, 3rd edition, it requires 3 elements to establish that a member is in contempt by reason of a statement that he or she has made in the House. 1, the statement must in fact have been misleading. 2, it must be established that the member making the statement knew or ought to have known at the time that the statement that was made was inaccurate. And 3, in making the statement, the member must have intended deliberately to mislead the House. Based on the foregoing, the member has deliberately made misleading statements. He has committed contempt of the Parliament and abused his privilege as a member of this esteemed House. As such, I submit that the Honourable Member has committed a breach of privilege of the House. In this regard, Honourable Speaker, I refer this matter for your urgent attention and determination.
So did Marvin willfully knew that he was breaching? Did Marvin willfully knew that he was telling a lie? Did Marvin willfully knew all these things? And still said it in Parliament? Wow. No, that's something. That's something. We can't even trust them to bring the truth now in Parliament. Moving along. Energy Minister Stuart Young have stated that the government is hoping for the first gas from the Manate field to arrive in 2026. On question about downstream industries at the Point Lisas Industrial Estate for the period September 30, 2018 to October 31, 2023, Young said the number of petrochemical plants that have been shut down was one, the Yara plant, which closed on December 31, 2019. He stated that the country can stand by very shortly for news with respect to the Titan plant, as he believes it will soon be restarted. On queries about the Manate field, part of the Loran Manate field with Venezuela, Young said the Manate field part is on the TNT side in local waters. He said there is no cause to be incurred by the TNT, but it will bring greater revenue to the people, and added that the government is working with Shell and the hopes for the first gas to reach in by 2026. Listen to this.
So therefore, one wonders, what cost is the member referring to? There is no cost to be incurred by the people of Trinidad and Tobago. What is going to bring for the people of Trinidad and Tobago is greater revenue. And I can add at this stage, this is one of the contracts that we renegotiated better revenue terms for the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Again, the only contract that was negotiated in the energy sector between 2010 to 2015 by the opposition on the other side, the only contract continues to cost the people of Trinidad and Tobago in losses, billions of dollars every year. When you look at NGC's books, it is a loss-making contract. This that we've negotiated in Manatee is no such contract.
Follow. Madam Speaker, supplement. Thank you, Madam Speaker. Follow up again, Minister. Could you state how soon is soon for first gas from the Manatee, other than how soon is soon? What projected year and month?
Minister.
Madam Speaker, right now we are working with Shell and we hope for that first gas to reach in 2026.
You know what I don't understand with these ministers and them? Is that the citizens would be better off. How come? How come? Cost of living still going up, electricity going up, water rate going up, maintenance of vehicle going up, transportation going up, groceries going up, market going up, clothes going up, shoes going up, internet bill going up. But it would be a greater revenue for the citizen. How? How, Stuarty? How? You tell me. Greater revenue meaning what? We go get better road? Somebody road insurance like shit, contractors do today and tomorrow it fall apart. And nobody taking blame for it. We still can't get medicine in hospital. We still have broken beds, equipment in the hospital in 2023. So how do we get a better revenue? How come the citizen will be better? How come? I don't understand that. If Stuarty said well, the government will have a better revenue intake or influx, I could understand that. But who benefits from it? The citizens? No, the citizens still have to get up and go to work. The road's still bad. The hospital still have medicine. They still have bed. We still are getting water. How the hell does the citizen get it better? Sometimes we just wonder, yes? We just wonder. So on top of that now, Stuarty, on the Dragon gas field, the gas plant, Venezuela Young noted that they are in the process of finalizing the negotiation for the Dragon license. And it is only when finalized and on the production of gas will the measurement and the amount of money to be paid arise. So we buy cat and bag. He said the government hopes the license agreement will be completed very shortly. So we are going for a short commercial break, viewers, but when we come back, we're going to hear about Gobi Schoon. New online system will help business. We're going to hear about this after this break.
When life throws you a curveball and you need a clear path forward, trust Real Talk Wrecking Service to get you back on track. Whether you're stuck on a roadside or dealing with an unexpected breakdown, our 24/7 wrecking service is just one call away. Fast response, reliable towing, and a team that's got your back. At Real Talk Wrecking Service, we don't just tow, we rescue. Real Talk Wrecking Service, your lifeline on the road to recovery.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Real Talk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Real Talk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
So welcome back to Real Talk viewers. We must highlight our persons of interest. We cannot let them get away anymore. So Kenrick, you trying to rob me then? If you want to come and give me my money, you trying to rob me? That's what you're trying to do? An old man like you? Nah man, Kenrick man. I doubt you reach in your old age to rob somebody. If that's where you want to do well, the public just knowing what you do now. How long have you been doing this kind of to people? How long? How much people after you and they maybe can't find you? Can it before it get more worse? You never know how much light go light. Kenrick. And Andrews, Marlon Andrews. Marlon, you following Kenneth? I mean Kenrick? You following Kenrick? You want to do the same thing? I doubt you want, Marlon, I doubt you want people on your work start telling you, hey boy, Saieed give him money. How hard it is for you to give back the man the money? Or if you are paying the man, go and give the man your vehicle. Eh? How hard it is for you to all of the entire public know about all you? How would it look now that all you on Real Talk and everybody know all you borrow money and all you want to pay back? How it looks? Does it look good? The other guy, one time I highlight the other guy, he couldn't take it. He couldn't take it. He said, nah, I'm not going through that. I'm going to drop my vehicle. I was wrong. Let me go and do the correct thing. The other guy did it. But these two fellas want to play robbers? Not a problem. Not a problem. Here's what you do, eh? All you play robbers and I go light the light to see where all you're going. Apparently all in darkness. So I go light a light to show all you how bright a light is light. Nothing wrong with that. I did it and I got X-Trail. But nevertheless. So Gopi Schoon, a new system. Trade and Industry Minister Paula Gopi Schoon have stated that the new computerized online registration system will considerably be improved. Considerably improve the ease of doing business in Trinidad and Tobago. How come? She was speaking in a debate on the miscellaneous provision, Registry General Corporation. Now, the bill is designed to fully operationalize the new system. How is this new system going to work? Let's hear Gopi Schoon.
To go to the point that I feel more comfortable about, which is the improving of the ease of doing business. And really, if we want to stimulate our appeal as a country for investment, if we want to promote ourselves as the ideal investment destination for both local and foreign investors, it is imperative that we improve the ease of doing business, the time, the cost as well, and therefore in this case a business registration must be minimized. And so key would be having an efficient and effective Registrar General's Department. And therefore, I believe that all of these proposed legislative amendments will in fact enhance the operational efficiency of this department and will create a very seamless and efficient process through which not only our foreigners but also our nationals who seek to register business in Trinidad and Tobago can do so through the very efficient means of the new electronic system. Again.
So viewers, we are out of time for tonight, but nevertheless, we're going to explain more on that on another show. I am Saieed Ali, your really #1 current affairs program in Trinidad and Tobago. This is where we say good night.